All right, it's a snowy day today, and we're hanging out at home. Snow day on Tuesday, the March 14th. Uh, Something that's been coming out recently in the news, if you haven't been reading about it, is the effects of AI in learning. And that's got a lot of teachers concerned. I'm bringing this up because Mr. Perkles did send this link out to me, and I'll put it in. I'll put a link in with this post so you can go look at it for yourself. But it's explaining how Google is planning to integrate AI into their workspace. So it does look rather cool. I watched the video. You could certainly go look at this video yourself. It's only like 2 minutes long. But basically, AI or artificial intelligence is some code that interprets what you're trying to do and sort of implements it. It can actually write papers that are unique, not searchable. So a lot of teachers who like to use the plagiarism checker in Google are very concerned about that. Um, yeah, without making, you probably do a whole course right on AI, but I use it, and I'm going to show you a couple examples of how I use it, so it doesn't scare you so much. But you can see here some gifs about it. Just hey, write a post for a regional sales rep. I've done this several times with different teachers, showing them what it could do, and it's super powerful. Now, the thing I would just point out about AI, it, it's a technology trend. It's moving forward. It's coming. There's absolutely nothing that teachers can do to stop it. The I remember there was a time when these laptops here. I'll shake the laptop right. These laptops came out, one-to-one laptops at Portland, and I am quoting some teachers who said kids can't use laptops to type papers and to do work because it's cheating. They're not learning how to handwrite and correct and erase. And I don't see a lot of teachers arguing that point anymore. So, in regards to AI, I don't think it's going to replace education, but I definitely think it's going to change how you do things. So, let me give you a couple examples. This is the AI updates for a product announcement just came out today, so you're getting this right off the press. Thanks, Mr. Perkle, for forwarding it to me. I hadn't read this email yet. Um, One of the more commonly known AIs is Chat GPT. And Chat GPT is owned, I believe, by Elon Musk. It's through OpenAI. You can see up here, OpenAI. So I could say something like, write a present level of performance for a student with a learning disability in disability in reading. So as you can see here, you kind of have to know what an IEP is, and you have to know what a present level of performance is. For those of you who don't know, on an IEP, there's always a goal, and there's a present level of performance that's put in before the goal. And that's what the student's capable of doing. Now, I haven't given AI anything more than please write a present level of performance as a student with a reading disability. And you can see here the results. Based on the recent assessments and observations you would put in your data, student demonstrates significant deficit in reading skills compared to peers at the same age and grade level. The student struggles with decoding words accurately and fluently, often misreading words, and having difficulty with phonetic and structural analysis of words. The student also struggles with comprehension of both fiction and nonfiction text, having difficulty in understanding main ideas, making inferences to draw conclusions. I mean, we can go on and on here. And you can have it regenerate responses. But the point is, this right here is unique. It's not anywhere else in the web. If you Google this and try to fact check this, you're not going to find it. It's not going to appear because it was written by the computer. So, what should you be worried about? Well, I think it's time, if some teachers aren't thinking about trying to get students to create work that's not Googleable, you need to get there, and you need to get there fast. And you're doing the right step. You're taking this course, so this is the first step. But being ahead of this will help you to change your instruction. So let me give you an opportunity to use AI today for your class tomorrow. Um, Conquer, and it's written by Moat. Those of you who don't know what Moat is a plugin that allows you to leave audio comments throughout documents and stuff where you can do and type a comment. If you put the Moat plugin in, you can just click a button, read, and it leaves an audio comment. Really cool for kids who can't read yet, for kids who maybe are immigrants and are not there reading complex text, or even elementary kids who can't read. They might have snap words or some letters and stuff, but they can't read, but they can very easily click on the button. Maybe I'll do another video on how to use Moat. Anyway, they created Conquer, and Conquer is an AI that is specifically designed for teachers to be able to create quizzes. And so the way this works is you need a question or you need a topic you want for your quiz. So I'm going to say I want a quiz. You can do fill in the blank, read and respond. With 5 questions a minimum, it goes up to 10. And you could say kindergarten, but I haven't done 5th grade. I have done some high school ones, and I can show you those. Let's say grade 5 about the American Revolution. Okay, generate. Now while this generates, I have done this with some very specific stuff about like George Washington, the national debt, 1789. And the history teachers I showed this to, Miss Slack, her intern, were blown away by the results. So what's happening here is this AI, Conquer, is creating a quiz based on the American Revolution for roughly grade 5. And it's giving me 5 questions. So there's one more coming. All right, 5 questions are answered. Awesome. So now I can go here and proof this or validate it with a search. I'm not going to get into all that yet, but you can see here it looks like a quiz. Now here's the cool part. Assigned to Google Forms. And now what this AI is doing is going in and creating a Google form. It just created my form and it put all the questions in. Now I can simply edit and assign this to the students. So you can see the power of where this is going. When you talk about efficiency, there is no brilliance in being able to just simply write a quiz. It's writing a quality quiz, and writing a quiz, particularly for factual stuff that you would do in, let's say, middle school, early high school, it's just a laborious task, and that's something that AI can replace that laborious task. If I show you another thing here, see if I can get it to work. I've had it. This thing's been a little buggy, so I don't want you to feel like you should be jumping out there in trying this. But so what I have is I have this little plugin installed. What's the name of this one? It is Compose Now, Disable Composer. That's what it is. Okay, so and what it does is write a for the class being on great behavior. Okay, so when I write this, you can actually get this to write and predict for you. Let's see if I can get it to predict here. Okay, see, thank everyone for contributions. You see, it's sort of predicting. It's all right. It's not a great piece, but it's just another piece of AI that helps to deal with this prediction. And I've used this over times to create different things. Like my own company, create a blog post. So I could say, create a blog post for a handyman repairing porches. Just random. So OpenAI is going to go ahead and create this short blog post, probably about 500 words. And the cost for me with OpenAI, I think I pay something like 3 cents for 1,000 words. It's really pennies. It's right now. A lot of this stuff is not going to be super cheap forever. They will definitely be upping the price on stuff. And right now, Conquer is free. So I'm going to let that write and come back to it. So if you want to use Conker, Conker.ai, spelled with Conker, that it right now is free. So go fill your curriculum and build all your quizzes in Google Forms, and then that way you've done the course, so now you can move them into Google Classroom. All right, so here we go. And there is an entire blog post written about for Handyman. I mean, so that's it. That's AI. I hope you appreciate this video. There's no testing on this. I just want you to make you aware of it. I'll put the links to the stuff down below. Have at it if you want. If you don't, you've been enlightened. Have a great day. I'll be posting the assignment in just a few minutes.